Paul Malloy Show. Up the middle. Equally biased, equally offensive, educational.
Tampa Bay's TAN Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
It's time for BeLocal Buzz with Devin. Devin is the owner and publisher of Stroll Harbor Bluffs and BeLocal Beaches magazines. She's also the founder of Raising Relief Foundation and the host of BeLocal Buzz on the TAN Talk Radio Network. Now here's Devin, your community connector.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to BeLocal Buzz with Devin, your community connector, here every Thursday at 4 o'clock on TAN Talk Radio. Juan is in the house. How are you today?
How are you, David?
Have you been causing trouble or staying out of trouble?
I'm having a lot of trouble.
You're just having trouble. Well, it's good to see you again today. I'm glad to be working back with you. And I actually want to start off my show a little differently. I usually wait till the end to talk about events, but today I'm going to start off my show with events and end with events because there's lots of cool things going on. First of all, love is in the air. So next Wednesday, from 4 to 6 is a cupcakes and champagne party. Ladies, listen up. It is going to be wild and crazy and so much fun. It is at Suzette's on the Rocks and Suzette's 2, located in Bel Air Bluffs off of Indian Rocks Road, behind the Bel Air Market. So come over there, dressed in pink, dressed in red. We're going to have cupcakes from Katrina's Bakery off of Largo. If you've not been there, you are in for a treat. I bought these cupcakes and her desserts for Christmas. And usually people, by the end of the dinner, they're too full for desserts. Are you kidding me? We finished off everything. So Katrina's Bakery is definitely the place to go if you're looking for something sweet. And next Wednesday, it is going to be cupcakes and champagne, and that is going to be at Suzette's and Suzette's 2 boutique, and lots of raffles and giveaways. So mark your calendars with that. Central Park Performing Arts Center, you know, I love that venue. It's amazing. It's in the heart of Largo off of West Bay, and they have some really cool things coming up. So I wanted to start the show with that. 2/7, so February 7th, which is this weekend, it's a girls' night musical. Yeah. And that's going to be at 8 o'clock. And then on the 8th is tribute to Toby Keith. And if you love Toby Keith, I mean, he was an amazing musician. They're having a great tribute. And then on 2/12, which is right after Cupcakes and Champagne, is going to be the Eagles tribute. And these are all at the Central Park Performing Arts Center in Largo off of West Bay. Now, this is the one I'm kind of waiting for. So Mark, listen up, get the tickets. On 2/13, Happy Valentine's to Me, is the Edwards Twins Impersonators. They've been doing this for 37 years, and they do amazing impersonators of people like Cher, Lady Gaga, Neil Diamond, Liza Minnelli, Barbara Streisand, Dolly Parton. So they do the whole show of impersonations. And I don't know if you've ever seen them or been to Vegas and seen some impersonating shows, but super fun. And then again, that's on February 13th. And then on February 22nd at the Central Park Performing Arts Center is going to be the Stroll Harbor Bluffs and BeLocal Beaches Neighbors Night Out. That is going to be from 6 to 9. We got amazing raffles and meet and greet and cash bar and light bite. So mark your calendars for that Saturday night. You must be 21 because there is alcohol served. So, well, if you have a fake ID, I won't say anything. Oh, maybe they will, but I won't. So come on down to the Central Park Performing Arts Center on February 22nd. So how cool, Juan, all these fun events coming up.
Oh, I love it. There's a lot of, I can participate. Huh?
Oh, yeah, you can come. We're inviting, and Juan's invited too. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So today, you know, BeLocal Buzz always has and so proud of and loves to brag about our magazine sponsors. These amazing business owners are handpicked from the community. I find them, they come referred to me, and we actually sit down and meet everyone one by one. And we want to make sure that it's something that we want to put our reputation on. So again, if you're hearing any business owner on this show, or if you see them in our magazines, which is Stroll Harbor Bluffs and BeLocal Beaches, or on our website, which is strollharborbluffs.com. These are your go-to people. Don't waste time vetting people yourself. Just look at our stuff. And I have pretty cool kind of money, housing type of show today. But I'm going to introduce Michelle first. But Juan, do I have a little teaser song for her?
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Yep. That's what Michelle does. If there's one thing I can say about Michelle is she is all about customer client care. She cares, she listens, and she does help you find a home. Not just a house, not just to sell you anything. She wants to find something that is right for you. Michelle, welcome to BeLocal Buzz with Devin. I'm so excited to have you here today.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Devin. I'm excited to be here.
So I always kind of start off with a little trivia. Are you ready for that?
I think so.
No one ever is. What is the average length of home ownership for a typical homeowner?
The average length
Yeah.
is about 12 to 15 and up.
You're good. 13.2.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. So people are staying in their houses about 13 years and then they get sick of it, I guess. I don't know. Then they want to move out. All right. Now I got something about real estate agents.
Okay.
What is the most difficult changes for 48% of realtors?
The changes, anytime contracts are changed or anytime there's a new rule, anytime they have to really pay attention to paperwork and details, sometimes it's a little
All right.
confusing.
I'm going to give you a half a point on
Okay.
that. It's changes in technology.
Yes.
So technically, yes. So as I was planning this show, I said, oh, Lord, Mark, I said, that could go for, hello, me, a magazine owner, because every time they change the systems, I totally freak out. So that's why I have Mark to be able to help me through those operational pieces. So I understand about changes in technology. You know what you have to do, right? And then they have these changes and you don't know anything.
And
so,
in my brain, I'm thinking changes in the contracts, which is on our system. So,
of course.
but I'm all about tech stuff. So I didn't think of that as my number one.
Yeah. Well, not your, it's 48% of people.
Yeah, okay.
It's 48%. So it's not, you're in that 52%. Is that right math? Yes.
It is.
Okay. So, Michelle, again, welcome to BeLocal Buzz with Devin on the fabulous Tan Talk Radio. And before I forget, if you want to talk to any of our guests today, please feel free to call 727-441-3000 and just bug Juan to interrupt our show, and he will make sure that you get on air with us. And our first person, again, is Michelle. So, Michelle, who do you work for? And tell us a little bit of what you do and what we should know about you.
Well, Michelle Ranello, Berkshire Hathaway is my brokerage. Huge shout out just because I selected them specifically because of their reputation, number one, the care and concern for their agents, and technology. I mean, they're all about what's the latest technology that's going to get the job done. And they train, their training is phenomenal. So
That's the
I
key
hand
right
selected
there.
them, and then having the right broker. It's not just about hanging your license. It's about having a relationship with your broker and the team, the admins, the people that stand behind you, our lenders, the partners that we partner with, that Berkshire Hathaway partners with, are second to none. So I was actually an accountant for over, well, I'm not going to date myself, but I guess I will, for over 30 years. So I switched careers, and I know with all my heart that this is honestly what I was meant to do. And so grateful I decided to do that. And I'm just enjoying it.
Well,
Really,
you're doing a great job. And if you don't know, Michelle is actually one of our primo realtors over at Stroll Harbor Bluffs, and she actually does the Real Estate resource guide. So she stays on top of everything, and it's a great guide in our magazine, and we're so excited to have it. And it tells you what houses are selling for, how much the square footage is, how much dollar per square feet, how many days on the market. So it's a very interesting and valuable article, and I know people love it. So thank you for doing that every month. We really appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of the housing market, what is going out there? What are you seeing firsthand?
It's good that you asked that because so many people, this conversation comes up so often, and the market is not what everyone's so nervous about. The market is different in every, I would say, zip code. Mm-hmm. It really depends. So overall, I think the market is thriving. We're coming into the spring market. So homes are selling. However, homes are selling for slightly less. It's an active time for buyers right now. And typically, if you look at any data, on the web or whatever, it's better you call a realtor, someone that really knows the numbers. But typically right now, we're still seeing sellers that want to sell, and we have a ton of buyers that are looking to find the right price and the right deal in a good house. So I feel like this, and I just put up on my blog, excuse me, if it's a house that is in good shape and it's priced well, it's going to sell. If it's not priced well and it needs a ton of repairs, it's pretty not rocket science. It will take a longer time to be on the market. So in those cases where homeowners can't repair or just need to sell and get out, they have to also understand it might be a little bit lower is what they're going to need to price accordingly is basically what has to happen. So with any seller, I work a lot with sellers on the listing side. I do have plenty of buyers that I also help and counsel, but I feel it's just so important that any seller or buyer understands what they're dealing with, that this house is not going to be what the neighbor's house is going to be. It's not going to sell for the same price unless they're twins. Mm-hmm. Every case is different. So I feel that I love to educate. I like whether you're buying or selling from me, I answer my phone. I will give you a price analysis. I will talk to you about the market in your specific zip code. No strings attached, just because so many people today buying or selling are so nervous about doing it. They think they're, not going to get the best deal. Someone's going to be dishonest. We go through the inspection period. There's just so much to unpack in real estate. Yeah.
So you're talking to Michelle, and she brings up a lot of great points. First of all, there are scammy people out there. And that's why I am so particular on who I partner with, because there are people that just care about the money in their pockets. They don't care about educating and really finding out what's going on with their client. Second of all, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. No, seriously, you really take the time to meet someone and really get to know them, and
right.
you help them, whether they're going to be your client or not. But I have a question for you that just made me think of something. What is better? I'm just thinking of someone older. I'm just thinking of maybe my mother-in-law or what my mother was faced with. She had a house that she didn't know was dated. Okay. So in her eyes, it was beautiful, but it was really dated. Do you take the money and invest $100,000 to redo it, right? To maybe just break even, or do you just sell it with the $100,000 less and let the new buyers decorate it themselves?
So that's a really good question. And I think, again, it depends on price point. Mm-hmm. It's critical that, we would look at that particular home and determine, and I have a whole spreadsheet of the cost to repair, ballpark figures from all the contractors that I work for. And that's the other thing. If anyone needs a new, great contractor, my VIP list is.
Oh, yeah. I needed that VIP list. You need to send me that.
I will send you that.
We talked about the VIP list now that I mentioned it.
Yes. So it depends because there's some repairs, like instead of a whole bathroom remodel, you could put in a good vanity that's up to the level, not too short, like, back a few years ago. So I always want to go see the house and give them, yes, upgrade this, don't upgrade that, always neutral paint, and maybe for showing or pictures, put some, new cushions or pillows. The structure of the house is the structure of the house. Yes, some upgrades are necessary, like paint. Any repairs would be first and foremost, so that you're going to get top dollar. But to do too many repairs, if you're not going to make that much on the, closing, there's certain repairs that just might not be worth it, or upgrades.
Right. So that would be like a one-on-one basis.
A one-on-one basis.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, how does someone find you? And you just kind of blurted out a blog. Tell us a little bit on how someone can actually stay up on these things that you're talking about and stay in touch with you.
Absolutely. So I'm going to give my number on air, but it's 847-220-2629. It's my personal cell phone. I answer it. My website is mrinello at BHHS, Berkshire Hathaway. I'm going to have to give.
You're going to have to spell Rinello because people might not know.
Well, you know what? That's it. Google me. Michelle, Michelle. Rinello is Rinello. Berkshire Hathaway. You'll see my name.
Yep.
And find me, on Facebook, same thing. Michelle Rinello Realtor. I'm on Instagram, same thing. And the best way too, if you're on LinkedIn, find me on LinkedIn. Just Google Michelle Rinello. I'll come up, and private message me because I answer everyone.
Or you can go on strollharborbluffs.com and you can find our magazine, our latest issue of our magazine. And we have all our business partners, and that actually go right to your website. So, Michelle, like I said, people are wondering what's going on with the market. What are some of the things that you can really tell people what to do? And actually, before I forget to say, you can call in 727-441-3000. Now, if you're just getting into your car and you're just tuning us on, it's BeLocal Buzz with Devin at TAN Talk Radio here every Thursday from 4 to 5. But if you missed this and you're like, darn, I wish I didn't miss this, you could actually go back because this is YouTube Live. So you can go to TAN Talk Radio Network on YouTube, and you can find us and you can see the whole show, and you can see all the shows that we've had over the last 3 years if you'd like. So we're here with Michelle. She's with Berkshire and Hathaway. She's part of our Stroll Harbor Bluffs Living magazine. That's how it used to be called, Harbor Bluffs Living. Stroll Harbor Bluffs, and she actually is our real estate resource guru. So she's talking about some of the changes in the market. She said it was definitely a buyer's market, right?
It depends on the area. Again, we're starting to see some cooling trends.
Okay,
however,
tell us about that.
They are going to come up. So it depends on the property. It really depends on the property and where it's located. It's just, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. And I really dive deep into your neighborhood, your zip code. So for instance, I'll give you a for instance, okay? In Harbor Bluffs right now, I'm looking at the market and I'm talking to sellers and some buyers every single day, and prices are slightly cooling off. And that's why if you want to sell now, get your home, let's make it beautiful, let's get it on the market. Because the prices are cooling. The neighbor might sell theirs for $600. The houses in that area are worth $650. It's time. If you're waiting too long, and they say you can't time the market, well, you can certainly enhance the situation by knowing when to list, having your home picture perfect or close to it, ready to go on the market. So that's one thing. And I think just if you're selling, making sure that you're pricing it right, that you're looking at all the comps and you're not thinking, well, my house is the most beautiful in the neighborhood. Have to look at the facts. For buyers, now is really a good time to buy because, yes, we're starting to see that it is trending a little bit going that way, especially waterfront property right now, or we could talk about so many different markets. The regular single family home housing market's a little bit different from the condo market. Right. So, I mean, if I'm talking about condos on the water right now, go buy them. Go buy them because you probably won't see the prices the way they are now for a while. I mean, I think that's a hot market. People are leaving. They want to leave. They want to get off the water. They're sick of the flood zone. I mean, this is just honest.
No, it is. And I mean, of course, we see it all. We see it in Harbor Bluffs.
And I have buyers flocking to Dunedin, Palm Harbor, Safety Harbor, any place they can get to be off the water for comfortability and peace of mind.
Now, let me ask you a question on that. So now that you're saying that, are those houses being valued higher?
And again, first of all, price is what anyone is willing to pay for it.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? Is it trending? Is it an upward trend because now everyone wants to move inland? That's common sense to me. But if it's not happening, I'm just curious.
Well, I can say this. And from my viewpoint at this very moment and what I'm talking to my whole team in my office and my wonderful broker, have to throw her name out here because I love her to death. Lorna Short. I'm in the Countryside office.
Hi, Lorna.
Yes.
We're waving to you. Thank you for all your expertise in this fabulous woman.
So right now, I feel like some of the people that want to get off the water, again, you might have sellers that bought their place 15 years ago, 10 years ago. So they have a ton of equity.
Sure.
So they don't care that it's 100,000 less or two. They want out. So they're going to price it right with their agent, get it priced right. People will buy it for that. And the buyers, I'm just saying, now would be the time if you're thinking about moving to the water.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it's really a win-win, honestly, because if the seller is willing to sell a little bit below market and the buyer wants that piece of property, that's what I love to do. Play matchmaker.
Oh, I love it.
Because there's a perfect match for everyone. And, just like the one thing is deals fall through too. People get cold feet, find someone else. Because there is truly perfect properties for perfect buyers out there. You have to be patient, priced right, repairs done. I also, one more thing, and I know it's short, but one more thing that's really important is doing the repairs or having an inspection if you're selling, having your own inspection prior to just putting it on the market and thinking it's great. You don't know what's going to come up in an inspection. So rather than delay the whole transaction.
Good advice.
Figure out what's wrong with your house. It could be, could be a little rust you didn't know about. Could be a leaky faucet. Could be anything. So get those repairs done if you can up front. This way you can even advertise clean 4-point inspection. That's a real good selling point. If you have old appliances,
you should put that in your ad one of the months.
Yes,
I will. That is a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, really is a very good idea.
Tons of tips.
All right. Tons of tips. I love it. So, Michelle, you talked a little bit about condos. What are you seeing in condos? I know waterfront. Are assessments a factor? What's going on with the condo market?
Well, in the condo market, I mean, we were seeing all types of different activities. So we had the milestone inspections on anything 3 stories and above. We had all types of things happen in the condo market. Some of the condominiums, and you'll see them from Miami to, Sarasota. I even have personal experience with the development in Palm Harbor, where if it's 30 years old or more, they are, regulated by the state to complete all these repairs. If they can't, some condominiums are turning to developers to buy them out. So they'll either tear them down and rebuild. And so, but as far as regular condos that are up with all their inspections, things are good. Yes. Anything with an HOA.
Those people are
you have to
drinking shots
watch.
and playing bingo right now. They're
Yes.
just enjoying life, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's BeLocal Buzz here on TAN Talk Radio. We're talking to Michelle. She is the real estate expert. I mean, she really does know her stuff. So I just want to tell you a little cool story, speaking of real estate, that happened to BeLocal. My magazine is called BeLocal Beaches and Greater Clearwater. I actually had someone email me from Chicago and say that one of their employees received a BeLocal magazine because they're new to the area. So they contacted me, and I had a meeting with them because I don't know if you know this, in Largo, they are having a development off of Walsingham of these tiny houses. Yeah, you knew about it? I didn't know about it until this woman in Chicago told me about it. Everyone's shaking their head. Okay, well, I had to get the inside scoop from Chicago. But, oh my
From
God.
Chicago.
Oh, how cool is that?
Very cool. I want to go see them.
All right. So,
Yeah, we'll go.
Well, I'm already having an appointment. The lady's on vacation. I did see her, but I couldn't take a tour because I was with my husband and he had to go to an appointment. So we're going to go on a tour. But there, she showed me pictures of them. These things are like 600 square feet, and they can be 2 bedrooms. I mean, I want one.
Right.
Like, I want one as like a girl house, a girl pad. Like, so cute.
Yes.
Yeah, they're called tiny houses.
What's
Yeah,
the name
yeah.
of the community, Devin?
Beach house.
Yes, I believe that's where my parents are staying with their RV, and the tiny houses are being
Yes,
built.
beach house.
Yes.
So I have been in there. It is absolutely beautiful what they're doing.
Oh my God. But like, how cool.
Right.
So I love that BeLocal Beaches magazine is getting out there, like in Chicago, and they're contacting us for
That's
their
amazing.
residents.
Fabulous.
Yeah, really cool. So, okay. So I'm talking to Michelle. Michelle, we're going to get back to you.
Yeah.
But again, Michelle, tell us where you are. If you want to talk to Michelle, you can always interrupt Shelly and I later. And the number here is 727-441-3000. But just give us a little bit on where you're from and how someone can contact you.
Yeah. So you want to know where I'm from,
Oh,
or
yeah,
you
what-
want to know
your
my
business,
company?
yeah.
Okay. So the business is Berkshire Hathaway. I'm out of the Countryside office in Clearwater, Florida. My telephone number is 847-220-2629. You can find me on all social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Michelle, Michelle, Rinello, Rinello. You'll find me.
You'll find her.
Yeah, you'll
or go
find
to
me.
strollharborbluffs.com or listen to the show or call me 727-657-9615. So Michelle thinks she's getting off easy, Juan, right? Does she know I have some more trivia for her? I know. She thinks I'm being nice, but I'm not. Fun facts. This is more of a did ya? Did you know? Okay. Off-white houses are the most popular.
No.
Oh,
No.
Mrs. Google lied to
No.
me. Juan, I hate when Mrs. Google lies
She's
to me.
lying.
She's
I
lying?
think it would be gray.
Okay. In Florida, I guess, maybe. All right. What else? Gray. Okay.
I don't know.
Can someone please call Google and let them know that it is gray, not off-white
Or I'm gonna have
houses?
to Google.
Yeah. So we have to make sure that they correct that, please. And this is pretty cool. And I didn't know that I was kind of in the cool club. But homes with black front doors sells for the highest price.
Yes.
And Window Depot is one of our treasured sponsors of our magazines. And we needed to get a new door. And I found this very cool contemporary black door. And I love black doors. We have them in our houses,
Yes.
in our house on our, like, what do they call closets?
Mhm.
So I said, let's do a front door. So my husband's like, okay. And now I know.
Beautiful.
So now I can get
Yes.
$100,000 extra because I have a black door. How
Right.
cool is
It's
that?
no longer red, depending on where you're living. But yeah, black is it.
Black is it. And that brass doorknobs can disinfect themselves?
They can, but so can, soaking them.
Well, who has time to soak their doorknobs? Who's soaking doorknobs? Is what I want to know. Because if you have time if you have time to soak doorknobs, you need to come work for me.
Call.
And my number is 727-657-9615. That's all I'm going to say right there with that. Right, Juan?
Right, but I can.
No, I
don't have time
just
for
can't.
that.
We don't have time for that. So just get the brass doorknobs and they'll do it for you.
Yes.
So. Okay, so that was Michelle. Michelle, thanks again. And I have kind of right in the same type of category. We're talking about money, investments, and do I have a song for Shelley? Yeah. The lady that works with money all day long. We have Shelley, the manager of our Regions Bank. Shelley, welcome to BeLocal Buzz with Devin. So excited to have you today on TAN Talk Radio in Clearwater, Florida. How are you?
I'm doing great, Devin. Thank you so much for having me.
Excellent. Well, we're so happy. Now, you're not going to get off the hook without having some trivia fun facts.
Oh, goodness.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. What is the Mark knew this one, so you guys might know it. Juan, you can even get involved with this one too. What's the highest bill denomination ever issued?
$1 million.
Nope.
Billion.
Nope.
Trillion.
No. One bill denomination. Anyone know?
$1 million.
No, it was $100,000 bill.
So no millions.
Oh.
No millions. Well, if you had 10 of those, yes. So there we go.
Interesting.
All right. I have another question. Why was the U.S. Secret Service formed originally?
Great question, Devin.
See? It was to combat counterfeiting.
Correct.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden she knows that. Michelle. I don't know. I don't think she really knew that. Okay. Anyways, Shelley, thank you for being here. And tell us what you do. We played money. Why?
Well, I work at Regions Bank. I'm located at 1500 Bel Air Highland Road in Clearwater, Florida. And I work with money all day.
Yeah. But not only that, you're the manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you actually have the ability to form a team because you have a very high level of customer service. Nowadays, sometimes you go into banks and they're all automated and I don't know, they don't even have drive-throughs anymore. Some of them, it's just like, oh, go on your app and everything. And it makes me a little crazy. You're all about fostering an environment that is still about people, still about caring, training, and creating an environment that not only your employees want to be at, but customers want to come into. So congratulations on that.
Well, thank you, Devin. One of the most important things that I believe in, and we believe in it with Regions Bank, is our customers are our top priority. Not only that, our employees are our top priority. So we're continuously coaching and training our team members customer service. So our customers continuously come into the branch and want to work with a certain individual. So that's based on relationship, which is why we call the bankers relationship bankers, because they build relationships and foundations with customers.
That's excellent. I think it's really cool, all these technology and apps for the people that want to do it. And there's a lot of times I want to do it too, right? I love that you can deposit a check now through my cell phone. However, when I do need someone, I don't want to go to the bank because there we go. Here's more time. I'm going to the bank and have them tell me to go on the app. And I know that does not happen at Regions, but I know, Michelle, you know what I'm talking about. You deal with other bankers, and you know that happens out there. So what kind of training do you give it? Like I said, you're so known for customer service in our Bel Air, Clearwater area. So thank you for that. Tell us like what goes on in your bank and what's going on there.
Well, the first thing, we work with our team members to build that customer base, their book of business. And that all starts with the first customer walking in the branch when the doors open at 9:00. Mm-hmm. We invite them over to the desk, and we want to create what we call a personalized plan. So we create a personalized plan for each customer that comes and sits at their desk. Not only that, it just doesn't stop right there the moment they leave. We build that book of business and that continuation with our customers by reaching out to them on a weekly, monthly, 3 months, 6 months, and it's called an individualized plan.
I love that.
It's our green print.
I love that so much. All right. So what else? Just like the housing market, I'm going to ask you, what's going on with money? There's all this buzz. What should we do with it? Should I put it in savings? Should I pull it out? Should I do all this bonds, stocks, whatever? What's going on, and how can the bank help someone with all these questions?
We have so many options that we can help our customers with, from bank insured products to investment products. I'm also a licensed banker with Regions. I'm able to provide that advice and guidance also. But we have amazing money market rates, CD rates, short term, a little bit longer term. And then we also have our partners that we can share that information with and have you come up with a financial advisor, or sit with a financial advisor, so they can also create a personalized plan where we have it in the branching level or we have it with our investment team.
Okay, so I always wonder about that. If someone invests, it's like if I invest money with you guys and we ask you to put it in certain kind of CD, stocks, whatever, you can tell I'm a little out of my comfort zone here. Do you watch it for me? Because I don't have time to watch my money.
So that's part of our individualized personalized plan. So we do have follow-up processes set in place so that we do keep in contact with you. So let's take the basic, our money market, which is our high yield savings. So we can actually put a contact in the system where I can reach out to you on a monthly, weekly, whatever you want me to. And I do tend to do that monthly or quarterly with my customers, especially a lot of customers who want to have a higher balance, that want to maintain that interest rate. Just follow up with you, let you know what's going on. If the rates have changed, rates are going up and down. We don't have that magic ball to let us know when it's going to go up or when it's going to go down. So we want to make sure that we really do keep in contact with you.
So I can just tell a testimonial and a personal experience because, again, she's with our BeLocal Beaches in Greater Clearwater magazine, which makes perfect sense for her to get in front of the new homeowners, right? People are moving here, and one of the first things they need to do is find a trusted bank. And when I met Shelly and really started getting to know her, even though we had another bank, what did we do? We pulled our money out. And we put it in the relationship that we have because it's the trust with someone that's there at the bank. The bank that we had, I wasn't anything. I don't even know if they knew my name. I mean, they knew Mark.
That local friendly.
Right. It's
bank.
that local family friendly. Like I want to be able to go in and like it used to be. I'm sorry, like it used to be. I walk in, the banker knows, and they're not really asking for ID. They're not asking me why my birth certificate, why my license says Deborah, but I go by Devin. They don't ask me these questions because they already knew that. They've known me for a million years. So we pulled our money out and we went with Regions, and we are super happy. So thank you for what you're providing for our community. But not only that, if you are a new resident, it is scary to find your trusted businesses. And I know you're leaving all your trusted businesses. You're leaving your banker, you're leaving your groomer, you're leaving your hair spa, you're leaving everyone that you knew, and you're starting all over again. Yeah. And you don't have friends. You don't have a word of mouth. That's where BeLocal Beaches in Greater Clearwater comes in. We are your friends. We're your word of mouth. We have an amazing guide to help the new residents on where to go, what to eat, where are the trusted businesses, what are the cool things to do, what are the annual events. So we've created everything in this beautiful coffee table magazine that was actually created by the locals. So anything that you hear from myself or our magazines or the radio show, it's all about the locals, supporting locals. So thank you for all that you do to stand out. And again, just like we talked about Michelle, really have the cream of the crop when it comes to customer service.
Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. A couple of things we also do, or I also do, is I work a lot with local small business or business customers. I provide a free benefit to their employees, meaning I'm able to go in and provide financial advice and guidance. It's called our Next Step. And it's a 15-minute session that I provide to business customers and their employees on savings, fraud. There's a lot of that going out on the communities right now. So just being able to give that free benefit, whether they bank with us or myself or not, I still love to go out into the community and do that with the local businesses. And one other thing that I did want to let you know, Devin, I haven't had a chance to tell you yet. I'm super excited. We had a promo for home equity line of credits in the branch for 4.99%. It has been extended. Oh, wow. It is 4.99% for 6 months, and it is good till the end of May.
So, all right, Michelle.
Fabulous news. Because that's fabulous news. Because, a lot of these sellers that can't do the repairs, but they're going to move to a new location, right? So they need that. They need their equity before they can buy another house. Get a HELOC, get it at the 4.99. It's clean. I got a HELOC when I was selling my beautiful home in Dunedin. Got a HELOC, went on to purchase the place that I'm at now. It was a smooth transition because I had to wait for my Dunedin house to sell. Right. But I was able to buy before I sold. That's the other thing. If I have a lot of buyers that they're like, should I look now? Or sellers that will buy when their house sells. Should I look now? Sure, we can look whenever you want. But you have to be prepared by getting with a team. The key is to get with your lender, get a pre-approval letter, get a HELOC, so that you can be ready.
Because you guys are talking like HELOC. They're doing all these acronyms. Like
equity line of credit. Let's get it together,
let's just remember the common people that don't have that cool lingo going on.
Home equity line of credit. Yes, do it. I mean, take advantage of that money. It's like just cash immediately in the bank. And then you could either do repairs you need, or you could use that money to put down on your next place. Excellent. So that's key.
It's so important to have that emergency set in place, whether you're purchasing a home, doing a renovation, because you don't know what can happen. We just had hurricanes.
Right.
Yeah. Of course.
I've helped so many customers in the last few months with having that, waiting for insurance checks to come in, just helping them being able to get repairs done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how does someone get, they're listening right now, and this is, again, if you're just getting in your car or your office or whatever, and you want to hear the beginning of the show, you can go to TAN Talk Radio Network on YouTube, and you can see the whole show because we're live right now. So let's wave to our friends out there. Hi. And this is Shelley with Regions Bank. And tell the location again, but we're talking about HELOC, which is, tell people what HELOC is and how they get in contact with you.
Perfect. The HELOC is a home equity line of credit. I can actually talk a little bit more about that with you when you come to 1500 Bel Air Road, Regions Bank, Bel Air Road, 1500. And the phone number there is 727-683-5570. And again, my name's Shelley Rich. I am the branch manager at that location. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So is there anything else going on there? So you can help small businesses, which is fantastic. Small business financial education. We have so many, especially with business and our business customers. I get so excited because we have partners that we can work with to help them with merchant services, payroll, human resources. Oh, okay. The list goes on and on, Devin. Yes, and I know it. And we've worked very closely together. And you have helped me through some pickles, haven't we? Oh my gosh, Devin. You and I are probably the next person to be able to go online and do everything completely. Seriously. And that's what I'm talking about, customer service. Okay. I know I can
definitely say if I was with another bank and having some of the technical issues that I had, which is probably one-offs. I mean, it didn't happen with a lot.
No,
But
it was a while.
Shelley sat with me, understood what the problem was. We had to get outsiders involved, like tech support and their tech support. But you were so patient. You followed up with me. You were like losing sleep over it. And I just want you to know, I really appreciate the above and beyond customer service that not only Shelley gives at Region Bank, but also Michelle gives at Berkshire and Hackaway. So that's why I am so proud to partner with both of you guys.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thank you, Devin. And ditto.
Yes, right back at you.
So let's talk about I'm going to get back to you guys. I'm not kicking you off yet. Well, Juan's not kicking us off yet, but I do want to talk about these events again because we have some really fun things. Oh, before I do that, Shelley.
Oh,
I had another trivia question for you.
no more.
This is kind of cool. I learned something today. I didn't know this. Each dollar has its own lifespan, denominations of dollars. I didn't know that. So, what denomination of money has the shortest lifespan? And don't tell me Mrs. Google was wrong. It'll break my heart again. Go ahead.
Google's wrong.
What was it?
What's the answer? What was your answer?
$5. It has a 4.7 years of lifespan, and then it gets too worn. It gets out of circulation.
Why aren't they all
I'm
made
not
the same?
100% sure about that.
Well, you find out because I'm going to tell
find
you.
out for you, and then I'll call back in one day.
$1 is a 6.6 years lifespan.
Sounds about right.
$100 has the longest because how many $100 bills
Right.
are
Yeah.
passing people, right? That actually has 22 years lifespan. $10 has 5.3 years lifespan.
You've done your homework.
Wow.
Look at you.
And $20 bills have a 7.8% year lifespan. 7 year lifespan. So $5 is the shortest because there's a lot of $5 bills. And then let's see. Oh, these can last about 20 years. Okay. 30 years, they are taking out of coins are taken out of circulation after 30 years because they're too worn and then they get melted down.
Did you see
Fun
anything
fact.
about 1 cent?
Yeah, that costs more to make a 1 cent.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, it costs more to make 1 cent. So my thing is, why do we not make them anymore? And then because you'd have to change, because then they'll have a whole issue. Well, retail would have to change their entire pay structure, right? There would be no more 99-cent things
99.99.
because there's no pennies to get back. And that would be a whole other can of worms with payroll and systems. And that would probably cost more money than to stop making pennies. What do you think?
I agree.
I didn't do my homework. That's Mrs.
That's
Devin.
your perception?
That's not Mrs. Google.
Okay.
That's Mrs. Devin. Okay, so let's go on to the events. Cupcakes and Champagne is February 12th, which is next Wednesday from 4 to 6 over at Suzette's and Suzette's 2 in Bel Air Bluffs off of Indian Rocks Road. And we are going to have the yummiest, filled, unbelievable, tastiest cupcakes by Katrina's Bakery. So, and we're going to have lots of raffles, champagne. It's just going to be fun. Wear pink and red. You don't have to, but I think it's always fun when you Valentine's. And then at the Central Park Performing Arts Center, which is located in downtown Largo off of West Bay, Girls Night Musical is on 2/7, which is what? What's today's date? Is that tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So tomorrow night is Girls Night Musical. Get your tickets at the Central Park Performing Arts Center. And then on Sunday is a tribute to Toby Keith. And then on 2/12 is the Eagles tribute. And 2/13 is Edward Twins Impersonators, which is so fun. So they have a great lineup. Wow. And then on 2/22 is Neighbors Night Out. Again, that's with Stroll Harbor Bluffs and BeLocal Beaches. And that's from 6 to 9. There's going to be raffles, free food, cash bar. So there's going to be a lot of fun. And that's on February 22nd, starting at 6 o'clock. I do want to do a shout out on 2/11, which is next week at Salty Roots Boutique. Such an amazing, cute boutique over there in Walsingham in Largo. And from 11 to 6, they're having a glow up event, and you can get your vitamin B12 shots and your IV hydration as you are shopping and sipping wine. So there you go. How fun is that? And that's going to be at Salty Roots Boutique on February 11th. So get out there with all these fun events. And before we close it, I just want to give Michelle her last 30-second commercial before Juan kicks us off. So tell everyone what you're doing.
I actually don't want this extra time. I wanted just an extra minute to talk about you because I just feel you're fabulous.
Oh, wow. Thank
So
you.
like the one thing I like about your magazine and everything that you do is so heartfelt and community based that I was pretty much blown away when I met you.
Oh.
And just, I can feel you care about this community and really all communities. You care. And I love your videos. So you like go into the businesses, you're doing the shout outs. You are truly, you're a blessing
Oh, thank you.
to so many with the charities that you do. And you are like me, a matchmaker,
Yes.
and that's what you do. And that's why I enjoy partnering with great people. And so it's good to meet you too. And, my number, 847-220-2629, Michelle Ranello can find me. You find me, just call Devin.
Coffee. And thank you so much for that shout out. It's a
Yes.
pleasure to partner back with you. And we got Shelly for her 30-second commercial.
I'm going to piggyback off what Michelle said.
I did not ask him to do that. Juan, I know
She
you're
didn't
thinking
pay
I
us.
slipped him
She
one
did
to
not pay us.
$20 bills
No.
because they're only 7 years in circulation. So you think I passed them over to them? I really didn't.
Devin, what you do for Michelle, myself, other businesses that are part of your group it's amazing. You are such a heartfelt person. You have a heart of gold. You're consistently reaching out to see how we are doing as myself as a worker in a retail environment, but also business owners. It's just amazing. It's amazing what you do for us in the community. So we love you and we appreciate you.
Oh, wow.
We do.
Thank you so
We
much.
love you.
And you heard that live without me slipping them a 20 under the table. You heard that live. So thank you so much. And Juan, I want to say thank you. I'm going to cut the show now because we're going to leave on that note. Thank you so much for listening to BeLocal Buzz with Devin every Thursday from 4 to 5 on the Fabulous Tan Talk Radio. I will see you next week and have a fantastic weekend.
Bye, bye, bye.